Hello everyone, I'm Miss Mark, the comic artist. Welcome to another vlog. This is my second week doing a weekly vlog, and it's as much fun as the first week. This particular Thursday, I was feeling pretty tired. I worked extra hours on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday was pretty long, but the other 2 days were just like a little bit longer, but they kind of, it just kind of added up. So Thursday, I was feeling pretty tired, but the feeling of like I'm being tired from my day job, but I get to spend all day on art was, I don't know, I kind of want to say healing. Like I woke up physically pretty tired, but was just like, I don't care. I'm gonna do art because I can. So the thing I don't include in these vlogs, all 2 of them, I recently have made a habit of going for a run in the morning, and for some reason on Thursdays when I know I have a whole art day ahead of me, I'm more motivated to go for a run. I wouldn't have expected that, but it's the case. That's the case. So Thursday I went for a run, and it was a good run. I've been actually timing myself, trying to improve my pace, and it was pretty good. Wasn't my personal best, but it was good. And then after that I went to Starbucks to do my morning reading, just because I could definitely read at my house, but I went to Starbucks instead. And then I came home and got ready for the rest of the day. It's kind of cool. I like getting up early. That's part of my schedule. I get up around 5 or 5:30 most mornings, and that means like I have time to go for a run and do my morning reading on Thursdays, and then I'm ready to start drawing at like 7 in the morning, and then I have all day. So yeah, this is my second week doing that, and it just feels so good. I feel like I wake up and the first thing I do is like invest in my mind and body. And then the rest of the day, I'm like making withdrawals, I'm like putting demands on my body and mind to sit and draw. But first thing in the morning is I have to like do a fill-up. I have to go exercise, and I need to read and put something in my brain. And then the rest of the day, I'm just ready to export all of that in the form of art. You'll get to see this in a second, I'm trying something different. I created little graphics to show you exactly how much progress I'm making on each episode. I think it'll be handy because I always talk about I penciled this many panels, I inked this many panels, but I created some graphics for you guys so you can actually see how far along each episode is. So it's pretty sleek. This YouTube channel is getting an upgrade, so the quality of the content is gonna go through the roof with these little charts. So yeah. But yeah, it was a good Thursday, and I'm really enjoying my studio days, and I'm enjoying being able to share them with you guys. So that's all good. Okay, so an update on how today went. My colorist finished flatting episode 8 and actually got a lot of the shading done. I showed him kind of a rough way to do the shading, so I just need to go in and like fine tune it. So he did a bunch of that for me. So episode 8 is well on its way to being done. I inked a little bit of episode 9. I got a lot done, but this one panel just required a lot more attention, so I didn't get a lot of panels done, but I got one fairly complicated panel done. So that's good. And then I roughed out all of episode 10. And I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would say 9 panels totally done. The other ones all need quite a bit of cleanup. Here we go. Here's a panel. Here's a panel. And that brings us to Patreon part of the video. This segment is sponsored by my patrons on Patreon. I want to do like a little shout out to Patreon in every vlog, but I don't necessarily have a whole lot of stuff to show. But the first thing I'll show you is next month's sticker has arrived. Sticker Mule had a sale on circle stickers, so I got one. Looks like a weird color in my camera. Looks bluish. That actually is a little bit better. Anyway, yes, so Patreon stickers arrived. These are going to be the rewards for October. I'm not on top of it enough to have themed stickers. It occurred to me after these arrived, I was like, oh, October. Everybody else is doing flipping Halloween themed things and I failed. So that's okay. But anyway, yeah, Sticker Mule does a sale every once in a while where it's 50 stickers for $29 and normally it's like 70 or 80. So took advantage and got all of these. Check it out. The other thing I will mention about Patreon, like I said, I'm trying not to show too many spoilers in my sketchbook, but if you join on Patreon for as low as $1, you do get to see these pages. I will share them on Patreon. So this is from episode 9, and patrons got to see all of them, all of these pages. So if you are like me and you're a big fan of seeing like how comic artists create things, and you want to see like the in progress stuff, you can see all of my in progress stuff for $1 over on Patreon. The stickers are in the $3 tier, and then the $5 tier has postcards, and October does not have a postcard yet. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna take myself to the library again, and maybe do a little work there. Our library, I'll try to get some good shots. Our library is really, really bright and beautiful. Like, it's just so relaxing to be there. It's so open. I just love going there to work. So after sitting in my house for the first half of the day, I'm just ready to go somewhere else, and the library is a good choice. So let's go to the library. So here's my library. This is the cafe area, and it's so bright, and it was so nice on Thursday. It was just lovely. Before I got back to penciling, I finished reading the first Mistborn book. Feeling a little destroyed, but I do have the second one already, so started reading that. Anyway, I asked for questions on Instagram, so I'm just gonna go through those real quick. Favorite coffee order? On a day-to-day basis, it's a basic latte, but this summer I did discover Starbucks' chocolate cream cold brew, and that is probably my favorite, like, fancy drink, and then, yeah, a latte for all other days. Other than Dazer, who is your favorite to draw? Currently, Toby. He's a nice compliment to Dazer. Like, Dazer's usually just very serious, and classic broody Dazer. And then Toby is usually just so bright and happy. It's a nice break from drawing Dazer. What is it about inking / line art that you like so much? I usually find it tedious. It's just a very slow process compared to penciling, I guess. I don't know. I guess that I like that it's slow and tedious. Like, it's just, my brain kind of shuts down and I just go into inking, and it feels very restful. That's how I would describe inking, is it's very restful and it's very calm. So, yeah. Do you avoid/limit arting on other days now that you have a studio day? No, I don't deliberately limit it, but there is so much less pressure on other days to draw. So I probably am making less art on other days, but not because I limit it. It's because I know on Thursdays I will freaking work like a boss. And the rest of the week, I don't feel like I have to work. I get to work, but I don't have to. So what's something that's inspiring you today? Recently, honestly, it's my readers. I just feel very grateful that I have readers, and I feel very connected to my purpose as a comic artist is to provide comics to be read. That's what's inspiring me, is my readers. What is your process for bringing your comic to life? That's a big question. I think I should answer that one in its own video, maybe next week or something. Do a vlog that's focused on the entire process of comic making, I think. Have you gone horseback riding before? I'm taking lessons right now, and it reminds me of days there in the gang. Yes, I have gone horseback riding. Growing up, I was lucky enough to have friends who lived out in the country and had horses. For me, growing up and going to a friend's house meant riding horses. So yes, I wish I could go horseback riding again because I miss it, but I don't really have those friends anymore or their horses. So, do you think you'll be at FanX next year? No, I don't do conventions. I have no interest in doing conventions. I shouldn't say no interest. Right now, it just seems like a little bit too much, so conventions are a nope. So, alright, and that's it for the questions. Thank you to everyone who submitted a question, and thank you to everyone who watched the vlog. A slightly more special thank you to my patrons for supporting me, and I think that's it. I hope you guys like the little graphics that I created, and maybe it gives you a clearer idea of my progress. So yeah, I guess that's the end of this vlog. I will see you next Friday. Have a good weekend, everybody.